Listen, I appreciate your time. With all due respect, this video title thumbnail is retarded, but it worked. It's smart, big brain in a way because we're all here right now. But you're just gonna look the same as everybody told me when we fucking first rolled this out. You ruined FaZe. You fucked this up. FaZe, obviously, in terms of fucking how much people are talking about it, looking at it, watching it, engaging with it, it's at all-time highs, right? And 2 months ago, I had a lot of people like you tell me you fucked up, you ruined it, this shit's dead. So that coupled with the fact that this has never been more fun, just the only thing I can say to people like you is,
if you wasn't invited, don't ask to go.
On that note, Omar, FaZe the fuck up. Throw it up one time, Omar.
Throw it up one time, Omar. Come on.
Come on,
I don't even know what that is.
Come on. Yes, you did.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody smack.
Stop. I love it.
Wait.
Yo.
Boom.
So first of all,
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm confused because I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go straight into this. What is
I'm
with?
I'm good as well. I'm good as well, by the way.
Okay, so it's a rage bait. Is that what it is? Is your video a rage bait?
No, not at all.
So you genuinely, from the bottom of your heart, think that we're all not friends? You think that, just to cut me off when I'm wrong. We're not.
You're already wrong.
Okay, so how am I wrong? Because you said that we were literally all put together, that we're all different backgrounds, that we're all doing this for a bag. So please explain to me.
I said you were doing it for a bag. I said that, and this is where the misinterpretation came from. I think that there are select pockets of you that were friends beforehand, right? So you might have been friends with Max, and you might have been friends with Rage, you might have been friends with Rage. But as a collective, all, let's say 10 of you,
There's not
weren't
10 of
friends.
us. It's just
I'm
me,
saying,
Lacey,
listen to it.
Max,
That's why-
Rage, Jason, Kason. I've been friends with all of them, though, since the beginning of my career.
Listen to what I'm saying. I said, let's say 10 of you. It's for example purposes. We're all friends as a collective
Soki, yeah.
years before this. And then mind you, I compared it to AMP, the
Dude,
core
we're not even in 5 minutes. We're not even a call for 3 minutes, and you're already mentioning it. Yo, I'm so confused. Can you give me a little bit of background before you do that? Did you get like kicked from AMP? I'm not even trying to hate on you. That's just what they said. I just want to know stuff about you because I don't know. Because in your video, you related us to AMP like no exaggeration 20 times about. So
yeah, it's the video. The video was talking about content houses and successful content groups.
Do you know what the first like successful quote unquote content house was?
Probably Hype House or something. I don't know.
FaZe. FaZe was like one of the first YouTube groups and like sidemen, but I'm pretty sure FaZe was one of the first people to put like a group together.
Yeah, not your iteration though. But you're asking me why I brought them up, and you're asking me what your chat is saying. So
ignore my chat.
Why...
Don't listen to them.
Oh no, but I'm saying you referenced your chat, so I'm responding to that. So the conversation was about how, hey, this is a successful YouTube group. And I thought I mentioned RDC, but I probably didn't mention them as much as I did AMP. That's just because I have a closer relationship with AMP. Yeah, it was talking about, hey, this is probably the blueprint going forward, IRL content, streaming content from a group perspective, this collective of people that came together to make content. And this is the blueprint. Comparing you guys to what a lot of people would deem as the blueprint. Am I right or am I wrong? Do you believe that AMP has a blueprint for group collections of content creators that came together?
I don't. They are not the blueprint. Okay, if you want to say AMP is the blueprint for content creators to get together, then can't I say AMP hypothetically stole that from Sidemen, and Sidemen hypothetically stole that from FaZe? Like, it wasn't just a genius idea where AMP was like, oh, we're going to be the first group of people to get a house and make content, whether it be YouTube videos or streaming, or if you want to go to the hype house route, making TikToks. There was no, like, first original thing. Like, it's just people decided to do that, and that's what people do. So if you want to use
somebody at that point would have to be the blueprint. But ultimately, again,
yeah, okay. So if you want to say the blueprint, FaZe Clan would probably be the blueprint. They were doing that before AMP. Then is that what you want to say?
That's perfectly fine. Then that's perfectly fine. But I could have compared y'all to FaZe. That's fine too. That's fine too,
bro. Okay. It seems like you won't. It's like you want to like. You can't agree on things unless it's like there's a negative side to it. What I mean by that is like you can't be like, you know what, you're right. You have to be like, you have to like have this perspective to try to prove me wrong. I'm not trying to prove your video wrong, by the way. I'm just pointing out the fact that
I don't think that either. I'm saying you're right. I'm saying you're right.
So then if you saying I'm right unironically, your whole video is discredited.
Not necessarily. The person that I'm comparing you to, not necessarily, gang. You got to listen to what I'm saying. The person that I'm comparing y'all to, listen to what I'm saying. We're having a conversation now.
But I'm saying I watched your video that, correct me if I'm wrong, you edited, you watched over, you made sure you looked up whatever you did to make sure it's correct.
You're wrong about me editing, but yeah, keep going.
You're right.
No, keep going. Keep going.
I'm wrong. I guess we had to point that out. That's that big of a deal. But you watched the video.
Stop you when you were wrong. I'm just stopping you when you were wrong. Go ahead.
Okay. My point is, your video is completely very biased to your opinion of being a hater, and that's where I think it's at. I don't think you actually like care about the realistic statistics, because then if you did, you wouldn't be just putting out some bullshit.
I mentioned how successful you guys were as far as views go.
And the last 5 seconds of the video.
But that's being realistic to the statistics, right? Mind you, did I also say that I hate anything that y'all do? I'm not a fan of clip farming, but did I say I hated anything that y'all did?
Yes, actually, you did. You quite literally said you shouldn't, Ron and Lacey shouldn't, I don't want to quote exactly what you said, but it was along the lines of Ron and Lacey shouldn't be clip farming out in public. Y'all shouldn't encourage that. That's not good stuff. So yeah, that's a form of hating. Yes, that would be a form of hating.
Okay, so that would be the thing that you hang your hat on as far as saying I'm hating.
Brother, your whole video is first of all, when you said everybody's name in the beginning of the video, you quite literally named everybody and then put my face and said other content creators. Yeah, there's some form of hate. There's some form of hate.
Not necessarily. I'm more familiar with the other content creators.
So if you're familiar with other content creators, why do you mention my name later on in the video? Me and Lacey specifically. Why do you have like a whole segment of me and Lacey if you're familiar with the other guys?
Y'all are what I believe to be the biggest clip farmers on the platform.
So you're familiar with me. So I just proved you wrong again.
I said I'm more familiar with the others than you. I'm still familiar with you, but did I not just say that I'm more familiar with the other content creators outside of you?
Brother, this is a rage bait. It has to be. Like, this has to be a troll that you just want attention. Like, that's what it is. And if it is, you got me. Like, I'm going to be real. You did get me.
Not necessarily. I'd probably be crashing out if it was that case, but I'm not.
So you genuinely think your video is like I don't understand. Let me ask you this. What made you want to make this video? What did you see in FaZe where you're like, yo, I want to make a video on how they're not real friends, they're doing this for a bag, etc.? Because I also read the pinned comment that Lacey read, and you responded with like, oh, you're not right on that, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, maybe if you're not right, I'm not right. But then you did it in a sarcastic way. You put like exclamation points at the end of each sentence. Like, you know what you were doing. So explain that.
No, I think you're misinterpreting text from my words. But I would tell you here, like I told him here, at the end of the day, I genuinely wish success for all of y'all. Like, there's no bad blood, no hard feelings or anything like that. I genuinely do. But you're asking why I created the video? You guys are a hot topic right now.
See, prove my point.
I don't think I didn't say it's not rage bait. If you feel enraged by what
you're saying, that was literally you just your whole video is now.
If you feel enraged by what I am saying, that's perfectly fine. What I'm saying is I didn't make it to get you guys enraged. I posed the question. There are people that feel some certain way about the way that specifically you and Lacey go about making content, which is totally fine. We posed the question there. We're talking about how the new iteration of FaZe compares to other content creation groups and older ones. It's just looking at what's being put in front of us, gang.
The title is literally FaZe Clan might end before it starts. How's that not a hate? And then the first 10 seconds, I'm literally watching it, is pointing out clips that, first of all, we intentionally, you like make cringe or awkward moments. Yeah, that's not my whole personality. So you didn't even like think of that. Like you did, like even I'm watching your video while I'm here.
Working out, to be honest with you.
What's going on, guys?
It's like,
look,
everything that you're saying makes no sense. That's what I'm trying to get at. Because you're saying that it's not like a hate video. You're saying that, oh, it doesn't make sense for fucking I don't know. It was just like all over the place. And then you're saying now we're a hot topic. That's why you made the video. So I don't understand. Like, what was the point of the video? It's just because we're a hot topic. Like, let me just get that out of the way.
No, I think you guys, as well as being a hot topic, there's people that want to have the conversation about FaZe. Ultimately, it's going to go back to you guys being a hot topic. Why do any of us do these things as content creators? Also, I think you understand the concept of clickbait. I don't think that that's a crazy concept. So when you reference the title of the thumbnail, if I'm not going in there tripling down on the content, then you got
So
clickbait
you're
again.
saying,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's a clickbait. It's not real. You don't like. So it's a whole lie. That's basically what your whole video is. It's a whole
Did you
discredited
listen?
lie.
Did you? If you
Yeah, I
listened to
listened.
the
I
video,
listened to
you should know
12 minutes
my-
and
you should
30
know my
seconds, and the
opinion.
last 5 seconds was, oh yeah, they're successful. End the video. That's what I saw. Yeah. That's literally what it was. Your video's 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong. Literally, unironically, 12 minutes and 20 seconds of it was hate or like some form of hate, and the last 10 seconds were, I wish them nothing but success.
No, it wasn't, honestly. If you took 12 minutes and 20 seconds of it and thought that all 12 minutes of it and 20 seconds of it were hate, then I mean that's on you. But I would say this too, because you are personally in the group, I could see that it hit like heartstrings. I could feel that too. That's not like a bad thing either.
Okay. Okay. So I understand. It was a clickbait. You
Which
wish
is what
success on
content-
us. That's not what
people do in
content.
content creation.
That's not all content creation. Am I clickbaiting right now? If I make awkward clips? What am I clickbaiting right now? Tell me what I'm clickbaiting.
Whoa. Let me get this straight, because I can go on your YouTube channel. You're telling me you've never clickbaited a day in your life?
I don't edit my videos, so no, I don't clickbait. You made the title.
So,
You posted
I tell you
the title.
what. Well, let me say this.
Weren't you
I
an
don't
editor?
edit my videos. No, I don't edit my videos. I don't make my thumbnails. I don't make my titles. So you're right.
You don't make any of that.
No.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just like you, buddy. I don't edit.
I'm not your
or
buddy, so that's not it. No, I'm not.
Okay, that's fine. I don't edit or create my thumbnails or create my titles either. So just like you, I've never clickbaited a day in my life. If
But
I can use that as a scapegoat.
But I've never been. That's not a scapegoat, because I'm saying that I never purposely would be like, oh, I'm clickbaiting because I don't make it. You literally said, yeah, it was a clickbait because you guys are a trending topic, meaning you knew what was being posted, you knew what was being said.
Think you would fall into the same. If you feel like you've never
Tell me then. Tell
clickbaited,
me.
that's
I'm not saying I've
perfectly fine.
never quote unquote clickbaited. But I'm comparing what you're saying that, oh, I clickbaited because you guys are a trending topic, but then your title means one thing, your thumbnail means another thing, 12 minutes and 20 seconds mean one thing, the last 5 seconds means another thing. It's just a whole. You want to be credited for what you do, right? Isn't that what your point of the channel is, right? What is the point of your channel? Is it just to clickbait, or is it to put out opinionated stuff? That's what I'm trying to understand.
It's a commentary channel, and the commentary about you guys is the new FaZe house coming together, this new iteration, how it compares to the old FaZe house, some of the content that you guys make, the clip farming content, et cetera, et cetera. But are you guys going to be successful? Are you guys not going to be successful? That's the conversation that a lot of people are having on the internet. Do you disagree?
You didn't ask me a disagreement statement. You just said, is it like what?
Do you disagree? Do you disagree that that's the conversation? Like, do you disagree that people are having that conversation?
That's the conversation of every creator. That's not like a thing. Right now, the conversation in my eyes on FaZe is doing amazing. I haven't seen like much hate as of recently. No, in the beginning, yeah, when the new FaZe happened, yeah. Like when you're talking about like when the new FaZe signing, you're not talking about the new FaZe signing. You're talking about the house that we're living in right now in the streams. And the only reason I'm saying this is because you're showing clips of our streams and our actual Twitch streams in your video.
You don't think people are critical about the content that y'all are producing right now?
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying your video is so counterproductive to what you're saying right now.
How is it counterproductive if I'm saying that's
because right now you're in a
conversation?
call with me and you're saying that
agree.
we're successful, correct?
Yes. What are you saying?
The video,
Did
brother, it's gonna be. We're gonna agree to disagree.
No. Let me
over.
ask you this. What did you just say that I said at the end of the video?
Yeah, the last 10 seconds, you're like, I wish them nothing but the best. That means I could go make a video for 10 minutes shitting on someone and then saying the last 10 seconds, yeah, you know what?
Did I say anywhere in the video that this is doomed to fail?
Bro, if it weren't for a bag, they would not be together.
Did I say anywhere in the video that this was doomed to fail?
I don't know your quote. I've watched your video once. I can't say for quote that, but I can quote you saying, if it weren't for a bag, they would not be together. And yeah, your title. Yes, your title said that. Yes.
Listen, the same title that I didn't make, so I can remove myself from that the same way that you just removed yourself from that. What I'm saying is, in the contents of my video, did I say that you guys were unsuccessful, we're gonna fail, we're gonna do anything like that? If I said it the last 5 seconds, which you said that I wish you guys nothing but success, you guys are going to be X, Y, and Z elemental P, and then I get on the call with you and I'm doubling down on those statements, how is any of this counterproductive?
You're right. You know what? You don't make your titles. You don't make your thumbnails. You don't make that. But no. I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. I agree with that statement. So explain this statement. If it weren't, this is your words. This isn't a title. This isn't a thumbnail. This isn't anything. If it weren't for a bag, they would not be together. Those are your words.
I believe that the entirety of you guys, if there wasn't a contract put in place or et cetera, y'all wouldn't be creating content together. I do believe that.
You do realize there's no contract that we're getting paid.
No, okay. That's fine. Even if it was the name or umbrella. I'm wrong there. You're right. I didn't know that. But we can remove the contract portion from it.
That's not what I'm saying. Your opinion, though? Okay, yeah.
I'm saying, I can be wrong on that. That's fine. I'm wrong. I'm saying if you guys weren't under the umbrella, then you wouldn't be together. Mind you, and I can back this up a little bit.
Before you back it up, can I counter that?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I've been friends with Max since I started my career, basically. I've been friends with Rage since I started my career, basically. I've been friends with K-San since I started my career, basically. Friends with Jason midway through my career, and he's one of my best friends. Lacey is the only recent one. Silky I've known in the beginning of my career. So how does that make any sense?
I know that that's your connection. I'm talking about the entire group. So do you feel like, and maybe you have more knowledge. Listen, that might not be applicable to you, but what I'm saying is, does Silky have that same relationship as everybody?
Yeah, if he didn't, he wouldn't want to make content with us because nobody's getting paid to live in the house.
Does Max have that same relationship where it's this long-standing relationship as you're describing?
Yeah.
Does Rage have that same long-standing relationship?
Pretty much, yeah, besides Lacey. I think Lacey's the only quote-unquote recent person that everyone's new because Lacey just started making content less than a year ago.
So then it sounds like, and again, if I'm comparing it to something, and it's not like that's something, it does not meet the criteria. I can be wrong on you, but that does not invalidate the entire point.
But your entire point is formed off an opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it not? Because you don't know, like you just said, you don't know what's going behind the scenes. The same way you just thought that we had contracts and we wouldn't be together without money, it's an opinion that you had. You didn't even...
No, not necessarily. We knew that Ronaldo wasn't making content until recently. Like, he's a more recent add-on, right?
You're baiting. You're baiting me, no?
No, I'm not. Even if, let me say this, and I probably got somebody's name wrong. That's why you're saying I'm baiting you. But even if in that conversation, and I know he isn't necessarily a part of the house, in Silky's conversation about Sketch, wasn't one of the things that he said, and I'm talking about in the situation that happened the other day, when Silky addressed it on his live stream.
What is Sketch? First of all, I'm not even going to talk about that. This has nothing to do with Sketch. I don't know what you're trying to farm out of me. I'm not trying to listen to it because I don't care. Bring up another point. Bring up another point.
It literally has nothing to do with the situation. I'm saying his words in it. He said, hey, they just brought him around. So I'm saying the collective.
Is he in FaZe?
No, I just said he wasn't in FaZe.
So what does that have to do with anything? It was just bringing... We're collabing. Okay, let me ask you something. When you worked with AMP, I'm not even trying to throw hate. When you worked with AMP, did you see people that AMP collab with? That they just started becoming friends with? Can we not do the same thing? That makes no sense. The core main of the group, though, has all been friends.
If you listen to what I'm saying, and even if you don't believe that it does give any validity to it, that could give validity to the idea that, okay, this is just an amalgamation of people going together. If you've been friends with everybody, though, that's perfectly fine, though, gang. I don't think everybody's been that way.
Your exact words also, and yes, I'm using my chat for this as one of my mods because he's helping me.
That's fine.
Just so you know,
that's fine.
So you don't feel pinned. I'm just saying so you don't feel pinned.
No.
I'm just getting quotes. You literally said there are some cultural differences with these people. So if we're not the same culture, we shouldn't collab? I'm confused. What is the point of that? What was the point of saying that?
I didn't. Go ahead.
What is the point of even saying that?
Do you not agree that there are cultural differences between y'all?
Brother, you use it in the annotation like it's like we shouldn't be. I mean, I could read if someone could give me the timestamp.
Present the beginning and present the end of what I said in that same sentence because
I would love to. Yo, Siggy, would you want to come in? Siggy can give you the exact. He's better than I'm just.
That's fine.
Bro, it's just like I'm not even trying to hate. I'm just trying to understand this.
No, I understand.
Siggy can explain this way better. This chat. Yep, do the fake mic thing quickly. Come on.
Yo.
Go ahead, Siggy. Explain.
Watch the video, and you said at the very, it was like towards the end. You said there are some cultural differences with these people, and then after that you talked about that after that that's when you said the line, if it wasn't for a bag they wouldn't be hanging out together. So if you
present to me what was said before as well.
He's explaining it.
It was a clip you played.
What was said before the what was said before the clip? What was the clip?
I could just play the video.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. You're good.
Same humor. On and off stream, like, yo.
Oh, hold on.
People in the past fall out about that exact same thing. Now, there definitely are a lot of people who have issues with the way that FaZe is going about things.
FaZe's core, the root of FaZe isn't trick shotting. It was us being friends.
It was a group of friends who like always crossed over on each other's shit.
Exactly.
You could tell based off of just a blind eye watching it. Like, wow, these people are genuine.
And bro, these kids aren't showing up to the crib and like punching in, punching out type shit. It was the same thing with us. Like, we cracking the same humor. Yeah. On and off stream, like, yo, I swear, bro, especially like Lacey and Ron, these fools be clip farming fucking IRL.
They act the same way
It's
when the
actually
cameras are off. It's fucking insane, bro.
And I'm gonna have a couple disagreements there. While y'all may have been friends back in the day for real at the inception of FaZe, that's fine and dandy. But here today, these guys are just an amalgamation of content creators coming from different backgrounds being put together in this smorgasbord of a content creation house. Not saying that you're having them push in and punch out or whatever you're doing with the clock, but ultimately it's kind of clear that there are some cultural differences between these people, and if it weren't for a bag, they would not be together. Two, we shouldn't.
So you're.
So I'm confused as to saying, so if you aren't, like, basically if you don't make the same exact type of content, you shouldn't do collabs with anybody? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I think that that's a reach on your end.
Well, then, can you clarify what you're trying to say with the cultural differences?
You can literally tell that there are cultural differences between the people.
Okay, yeah, there are, right? Obviously, if you want to talk about like skin color and whatnot.
In 1 second. I want Siggy to
what does that have to do with? Can they not live in the same house? Can they not do content together?
But I didn't say that. That's not what I said. But
that's what I'm saying. What are you trying to infer by saying that? Because then after you said, if it wasn't for a bag, they wouldn't be together. When they literally were together before they were even in FaZe. These people wanted a house before they were even in FaZe.
I'm saying that there were cultural differences. Repeating it isn't really going to drive it home.
No, well, I'm not trying to make you repeat it. I'm just trying to give you the credit. Wait, real quick though, because like if you are first of all, no hatred by saying this. I'm just saying this the same way you probably just found out about me, like you just said. I just learned who you are, and it seems like your channel is based off like opinionated statistics a little bit, like your opinionated videos, correct? Right or wrong? Like you're giving your opinion on things. So I'm saying like some of the takes that you're having in your actual videos is like you're trying to say that they're facts, but they're not. So like you're discrediting your own video. Don't you want to have like a little bit of like credit in your videos where people can be like yeah, it's opinionated, like a lot of YouTubers make videos, but it's like you're discrediting and lying about certain things and just making shit up as you go at the same time. Am I wrong?
If I'm wrong in instances,
no, not the opinions.
That's
I'm talking.
fine.
Yeah, that. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I'm saying in the facts. If I said that you were 5'10" in a video and you ultimately ended up being 6'2".
Okay, let's give a real analogy though. That's a shitty analogy because you're going on something that doesn't matter. We're talking about shit that like
even if okay, we could talk about it being matter. Even if I'm wrong about you in this specific instance, saying that hey, all of them, and I'm not being specific about the ones that weren't necessarily together in the beginning of time or whatever the case may be. If I'm saying, yo, you were not with these people specifically, and I am proven wrong, that is okay for people to be wrong. I am glad to say you have corrected me in that instance. I can even go back and make a rebut to say I was corrected in the instance in which they were not together in the beginning of time. They didn't plan on this specific thing. But if there are other parts of the video that are correct, if people are upset at the clip farming, if I still do wish success on you guys because, hey, this is like working because they're gaining views, et cetera, how does that discredit the whole video and me as a creator?
I'm not discrediting the whole video as user creator. That's my whole point here. I'm trying not to discredit you, but I'm saying that when there's actual facts that you're saying is like, let's go to a random Joe. Random person clicks on your video who knows you or doesn't know us or vice versa. They know us and they don't know you. And then they hear some shit that you're saying that's not like, I'm not adding Max and Lacey. I'm not adding the whole. You want me to add the whole fucking face? You want to talk to other people?
Bro, that's pointless. I'm not gonna lie.
It doesn't matter. If you feel like it's unnecessary, then don't do it. If you feel like it's
not that I
necessary,
don't feel it's
then do it.
unnecessary. It's just I don't want it to also go south. Like I want to have a real conversation because I'm just trying to understand you. That's more or less.
No, I think we're having a real conversation. I didn't think it was going left. If you felt like it was going left, then
if I felt it was going left, I would have ended the call. I just think this chat is so lopsided. They're saying you'll say one thing, they'll be like Ronnie's cooking you. I'll say one thing, they'll say you're cooking me. It's just how the chat works. So it's like I'm trying to have like a real. Exactly.
It's conversation. It's conversation. You told me to ignore the chat. I know you can't necessarily do that because you're live right now, but we're having a conversation.
Let me ask you this: Is FaZe Clan working? Let me ask you this: Is FaZe Clan working?
Yeah, I think so.
But your thumbnail says it's not working. I just want to make that clear.
I don't make my thumbnails in my titles.
But you gotta admit your thumbnail is a fib.
Yeah, that can be true. People clickbait all the time.
Okay, I just want you to acknowledge it. That was my problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think FaZe Clan will end within the next year?
No. What?
So the title's kind of a fib. I just wanted you to say it for yourself, so everybody knows.
That's fine. Clickbait. We talked about that a little bit before, Siggy. I don't know if you were listening to it, but I don't make my titles and my thumbnails. Not to throw them up underneath the bus like that. I still rock with my employees.
They're saying with quotes. So correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm going off what chat's saying, just for basic knowledge. I don't think in the first 20 seconds of your vid, you say, I don't think the new iteration of FaZe is working. But then he says they're successful. He's backing down on his first words from the beginning of the video. I don't know why they're spamming that, but I don't know.
Play the first one, because I think that might be my hook in the video. Might be something along that. Well, Siggy, I don't know if I don't want to command you to play anything, but if you feel
I'm trying to watch it to rewatch what you said.
I think they're talking about the very beginning after.
Just so I get some knowledge before any of that, just of you as a person, as a creator. What do you make videos based off of? Just so I know too. I'm curious. So I understand like what you like what is your like niche, I guess? Like what is it? Is it putting out like there's certain YouTubers who put out like documentary type of things on people? Like what is it? So I know.
No, that's too much. Social commentary in the WL space, but it can reach out farther than that. Excuse me, chat.
You're the first word you said was, yeah, guys. I don't know if this new version of FaZe or new iteration of FaZe is working. That's what you said.
And this was probably after the clip farming.
That was like your first like few clips, yeah.
Yeah, after the iPad Kid clips.
Yeah, it was in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, I was probably referencing that. I could see how that could be interpreted that way.
Do you script these videos out? Like, does somebody write the scripts for you, or is it all your own words?
A combination of both. There's some rough outlining, and then some stuff off the top of my head.
Chat, you guys are all saying like leave call, why entertain this, etc. Like I'm literally just talking. Like if you don't want to watch, you can click off the fucking stream.
I'm assuming he's talking.
No, say it again. Sorry. This is for my own personal thing that I'm trying to understand. I don't care if y'all want to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, I'm talking to him because I'm curious. This isn't about y'all. Go ahead, say it again. Sorry, I was not listening. I apologize for that.
Siggy asked.
I said, do you script these videos? And he said no, or you can say what you said.
I said it's more rough outline. Some of it comes from written word, and then some of it comes from off the top of my head. Most of the time, that hook portion of it, that first X amount portion of it, is going to be something off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
This is just a question for me. Do you know who Tfue? Do you know who Tfue is?
Not off the top of my head. I don't think so. I think that might be the person who they were.
You referenced him in your video and you called him Tofu, I think.
No, he said Tufu.
I call him Tufu. Oh, yeah, Tufu. Yeah, I know. I got cooked for that one.
I think honestly you were just a little misinformed on the whole situation, and you kind of jumped the gun to make a video. And there's nothing wrong with that, but maybe for the future, research the videos a little bit more so you can be fully informed. Because obviously that was a mishap, and like you didn't know about them wanting the house before. So I get why you make these videos. There's nothing wrong with it, but at least be a little bit more informed. So, you know, you get the whole gist.
If that's your channel. If your channel is to be informed people, etc., I agree. But if it's just to make some videos, type of videos, do whatever the fuck you want. But that we're just basing off of how we saw it, which was an informative video, right?
And I'll say this too. I think it is good, especially in like in all these conversations, in all these conversations, for people who have knowledge that, or for people that have the knowledge and people that don't. It's cool to add that context. Like there's nothing wrong with that at all. To add that, to disprove, to give clarity, or whatever the case may be. I think we're on better footing here. I think we do some pretty decent knowledge. That's on me. If I drop the ball in any area, any video, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but like you also misspoke when it came to the contract thing that Ron was talking about.
Yeah. And again, I said that. We can acknowledge that. I'm saying if there are some things in there that I was factual on or did have good opinions or good standing or credibility to, I don't think that should discredit the whole video. I'm open to getting more knowledge, though. Like everybody should be open to getting more knowledge.
Okay.
Do we want to wait for Lacey or no?
I don't think so. I honestly,
the only thing off of that I'll say,
I feel like
the only thing I'll say off of that to kind of end it is, what we're doing right now, going through the video with the person that it's actually affecting. In this case, it'd be FaZe. You make videos on, like, you just made one on Sketch. You make videos about other topics. If you are wrong in a few points in your videos, those few points could also hinder the viewer's mind that doesn't know anything about the situation. But like, you see how we're correcting you on these topics and you're admitting you're wrong, which is cool. In the future, if Sketch doesn't call you tonight on stream, which obviously is not going to happen, if he doesn't do that, then people are just going to be misinformed. So that's why I'm saying the more research, the better. And I think you should improve on that in your future videos. And it'll probably help you grow.
I'll say this though, and I don't disagree with you. Again, more research is, and I don't want it to be a circle. So more research is like always great. There's only a maximum amount of research that I can do without talking to the source. So again, I was able to talk to the source. Now I have the ability to go back, re-edit and revise and correct the things that I said in my video, right? I can make a whole new video. Fuck it, we'll unmonetize it if people are going to say you're just doing it for clout and views. I know, but just for the sake of spreading the information, though, I can make a whole new video. There's not going to be times, though, and for anybody, if you factually can't speak to the person that you're involving in your content, like, you're not going to have everything 100% correct.
No, yeah, you're going to have to assume some things.
Yeah.
No, what were you gonna say? I want you to.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead, Clip.
I was gonna say, to an extent, then you probably shouldn't say something if you don't have the factual evidence. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, though. Like,
or at least alleged. You know, allegedly we heard that maybe this is going on. Don't state it like, oh, this is a fact 100%. Because like with the contract thing, you said something. I think. Ron, what do you say about the contract?
Point what this guy said. Informational videos shouldn't have unfactual titles. That's a good point. I mean, that's just like based off what Siggy said and I said, but you kind of agree with that. It's just like, if you want to be informative and you want to state facts, then you should say facts, and you should be informative about those facts. You shouldn't just be, just going off of your own knowledge and not thinking, But I mean, he's gonna post this. If he posts this, he posts this. I don't care.
This clip? No, I'm about to go. What?
No, I'm just reading something. I was like,
no, I want to clarify for them too. No, I'm not recording on anything. No.
Nobody's calling him, like, you guys are retarded. Like, I'm sorry if you got offended by that. Sorry, I used that word. You guys are dumb, bro. Like, you act like, do I join or is it too late? Lacey, you could join if you have questions. I mean, we're just talking.
Lacey, if you see something, say something. Or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
No offense, but I don't think you want to talk to Lacey again.
I think, and depending on how this conversation goes, we can have the factual conversation
before he talks. Do you think I'm cringe?
I think y'all can be cringy, yeah.
But do you think we're cringe deep down? Do you think we're cringe? Like, as people.
Banks said y'all clip farm IRL. I think clip farming is.
Have you ever laughed at one of our videos? Because you sat there with a very, very, very straight face when you were reacting to it. I was just curious. Have you ever giggled at our stuff?
Smiled, maybe. Smirked.
Who's your favorite FaZe member?
Rage. Everything that I know about, and it would be on some impersonal stuff. I don't trust me. I don't consume the content, but I'm friends with AIM, like AIM High, if y'all are familiar. And AIM speaks really highly of Rage. My brother speaks really highly of Rage. Agent speaks really highly of Rage. So that's just.
Go ahead,
You know that clip you were in the video you talked about where Rage was talking about like getting the clip farm infection. You know he was like clip farm in there, right?
I forgot about
Wait, so clip farmception, right? Clip farmception.
But you
wait, do you think your rage is cringe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody does cringe things, gang. I don't think it's crazy. If you're talking about as an overall perspective, deep down inside, I don't know him too much to maybe make that claim. I think and also off of the stuff that I've consumed, I don't think that I would label him as that. Based off of what I've consumed of y'all two, though.
I'm gonna be honest. I just had I really didn't like the.
Do you think Lacey's gonna farm chat or no?
How us coming from different backgrounds makes it so we're not allowed to make content together. Like that shit. Like that actually made me like annoyed.
I think that that's a misinterpretation, and I didn't like your AMP comment. So
that was after the
just
fact
adding that
you said that. Oh, I feel like. Yeah, go ahead, Lacey. You speak for yourself. I don't want to speak for you.
No, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know shit about the AMP. I was just bullshitting in the comments, trolling. But I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. I just read a comment on Twitter. But but like you said that like because we came from different backgrounds and different cultures that we're only doing content together for the bag.
I think that that's a misinterpretation of it, but
that's what you said, though.
That is what you said.
Listen. I think that that's a misinterpretation. I said it's clear that these people come from different.
But what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't.
Like, why does that need to be stated? Hey guys,
if I said that shit.
Hey guys, this Discord call is culturally different. Like, what's the point of me saying that?
DEI is great. You can say it, gang. What? Let me say this. If the wording offended you, that's fine as well, gang. That's fine.
No, it's not even. But it's not the wording. Okay, so what did you mean by that then?
It's clear that this amalgamation of people come from different cultural backgrounds. That's what I meant by that.
Correct. But then you went on to say after that because of that it shouldn't like we don't actually like each other.
I didn't say because that y'all don't like each other. I didn't say that because y'all don't like each other.
You didn't say it, but you kind of inferred it. Let's be honest. Let's cut the bullshit, bro.
No. Listen, and that's the way that you interpret what I said.
You're playing. I know it's
okay. So if I say right now, no. Let me ask you a question.
God, I'm not playing anything.
I know.
Go ahead, Lacey.
So if I say right now, I'm gonna go. This is hypothetical, obviously. I'm gonna kill someone, and then you interpret that I'm gonna kill someone, and then I say, I didn't mean it like that. Like that's not how that works.
I think that those are different based off of the actionable things that you said. I mean,
but you can't say exactly what you say and then say, that's how you interpreted it.
And I'll say this, and I also say this: if you say I'm gonna kill someone, and somebody interprets that as an IRL statement, but you are playing a video game, that would just be a misinterpretation. You would clarify, like we're doing here, and then we should be able to say, "Oh, okay, that person didn't necessarily mean it."
But the context is him just saying that. No. Yes, that's nothing to do with video games. The same way you just said what you said in the video, your context wasn't something that like it made. There's like 30 different ways to infer how you would say it. You straight up said it in a way that there's only like really one way to think of how you said it. Am I wrong?
Because then you followed it up with saying, "Yeah, these guys are only together for a bag."
Yeah.
Right after you said the cultural thing.
I think so, especially if you take into consideration the other parts of the video that I said. I think that was at the. Siggy, that was at the end of the video, somewhere towards the end of the video.
Yeah, it was.
So if we're talking about reading for or listening for context, why not take into consideration everything else I said to lead to that point as well?
Well, I'm trying, and it sounds like it was a whole lot of critiquing. Then you said the cultural difference thing. So it only leads me to kind of one thing.
Yeah, you guys saying 3v1 makes no sense. We did the call. He said he's okay with other people joining, and it's his take on FaZe.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Nobody in here is uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, we're not like attacking. I feel like no. So I just watched the video back, and your exact words were, "It's culturally different people, and that if it weren't for a bag, they wouldn't be together." Those are your exact words, word for word.
But you're saying what you're asking me though is why is it that you're saying that they're culturally different and that we don't like each other? Now we can go based off of what I said. I'm not saying that y'all don't like each other.
So why wouldn't we? So why does us being culturally different make it so that we wouldn't be together still? Like I don't think I don't know what you specifically mean by that, but none of us give a fuck where we come from. None of us give a fuck about the color of anyone's skin, about the way anyone talks, the way anyone dresses. We all genuinely are friends off camera, on camera. Like we're just having fun making content. Like that's just what it is.
Okay, I accept that.
Accept.
I mean, I accept that new information. What do you want me to say?
No,
I appreciate that.
No, I'm reading the chat.
All right.
He gave me the same thing that was given before.
He just wanted to come in, and so that's.
Yeah. No, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Okay. Is that all you have to say, Lacey? I think it's
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you covered. Like you probably talked more before I got here. I was having a food fight.
What does that mean?
I was gonna say because you kind of smell.
Ron, you should see the kitchen.
What is wrong with the kitchen?
It's bad, bro. We had a whole food fight just now.
Does it smell?
Somebody smells like shit!
Come on, look at you. Come on.
Look, he's trying not to laugh. He's trying not to laugh.
Nah. Come on, bro. I know you want to get it out. Come on. Just let it out for the one time.
Pause.
Come on.
I appreciate the conversation, even if it ended in the clip farming moment.
Oh, there it is. Let it out. Let it out. Let out the chuckle. Let out the chuckle.
There it is. There it is.
I appreciate the conversation. I think a lot of people on the internet, this phrase of crash out, expect crash outs at every single.
Oh wait, I did have something else I want to ask you about.
Oh, go ahead.
Here we go.
No, this isn't even bad. But
I know after I said crash out, right?
No, not crash out. You were talking about the whole video. Like your main point was that we clip farm, right? And I don't know if you watched. I don't know if you watched at all, like me react to the video.
Iconic.
But I was basically trying to prove a point that clip farming has been around since like 10, 20 years ago. Like old YouTube, old Vine, old like TikTok, like content where it's, oh, let's do this for the camera to get a reaction from the people watching the content. That's what entertaining and content is. Now it just has this word, clip farming. And I want to know your opinion on that.
Yeah, I think as
how do
time
we
is
protect? Yeah, sorry to cut you off. Yeah, because I want to add before you give that statement. No, so you know, because like just so you know from both sides, like how would you say we could even fix that too? If we do, oh fuck, boss call, boss. Oh fuck,
boss call. Oh no,
y'all about to get into another food fight.
The aura just walked in. Hold on, sir. Give me.
Oh my gosh! Everybody get down!
What is he doing?
He came to get a water. Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's not about to be a good few exchange of words here.
What was you saying about FaZe?
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be fine. We're conversating.
Chat, can y'all hear this?
Let me know when it's switched. Well, he can't hear us. I don't even know why.
Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, let me lower everyone.
So why do they want me to talk to this guy?
So
what's up, by the way? Hello, my name is Ricky.
So this guy basically, correct me if I'm wrong, made a video.
You know I'm gonna ask him how his day is going.
Basically, Siggy, give the rundown. Siggy, give the rundown. You're the perfect person to give the rundown.
So basically, this Omizi character made a video critiquing the new FaZe with the title being FaZe Clan might end before it starts, and I'll put in the Discord, this was the thumbnail.
It's not working. Basically, it's a video discrediting,
Bro, you type in like
saying
an
whatnot.
Well, W thumbnail, W title, first of all, because it got us all here, obviously. Like,
Yeah, well, that was
it's
the
a
whole point.
good 10 out of 10.
He didn't make it though.
It's a bait title and thumbnail. The question, I guess, is like, do you actually believe that?
Can they finish? They have to finish the entirety of the breakdown of the video, though. Because is that how I ended the video?
Basically, for 12 minutes and 20 seconds, he was shitting on us, and then the last 10 seconds, he said, "Oh, I wish nothing but success."
Okay.
And then we've been on this call. What have I done?
Yeah, but this is the boss. Now you got to talk to the boss.
Yeah, but I think the most famous words out of this was they wouldn't be together if it wasn't for a bag. What are your thoughts on that?
We pay all the new members $0 to be a part of this.
Thank you.
They all get paid $0. We take $0 out of all their pockets too. We don't touch any of their revenues. We're here trying to elevate these kids and invest in these kids. So that's the relationship, rather than, because the model just simply doesn't work. To your point, and what probably the points you were trying to make in this fucking whack ass video, the truth is, the way that the corporate fools used to run it, that's exactly how it was. They'd pay motherfuckers to put this shit in their name, pretend like they fucked with it, and it was disingenuous and whack. Model just doesn't work. Ron has fucking bigger things, a bigger vision, shit that he wants to do. How is he gonna be able to do it? He streams 8 to 10 fucking hours a day. You definitely don't. But point is, his main focus, these kids' whole focus is their stream, which it should be, right? The bigger brain play with these kids is to take their vision, what they want to do, help them elevate, put structure around them, and inject them with funding to fucking, create shows, create products, whatever the fuck this fool wants to do. If he wants to open up a fucking pizza restaurant tomorrow in Hollywood, we're gonna help him do that type shit. And then, when we're structuring that, putting that shit together, injecting money in that, that's when we can sit down and have just an open, transparent conversation about, okay, what's that business look like? What do we stand to gain? What do you stand to gain? Etc. As far as the fucking relationship these kids have with each other, how the fuck do you think this group came to be? How do you think it came to form? Ron's been on the team for 2 years, so we started with him because Ron's been cracking off. FaZe was obviously at a really fucking down and out point. 5 straight years of just revolving doors of fucking disingenuous merch drops and fucking 25 different SKUs of the same whack ass hoodie and fucking 50% off, please, fucking just trying to extract as much money out of our fucking audience and what was left of our fans. Max extraction. Here's a fucking brand deal. Here's a product. This and that. It was just that for 5 straight fucking years. Just one giant ad, one giant brand deal. I shut all that shit down. We haven't done one fucking brand deal, one ad. We haven't sold one piece of merch. The whole point of these kids was to do it the right way. So, I mean, the group chat, the FaZe group chat started with me, a couple key people behind the scenes, and this fucking kid, to be honest. So, and Rage, low key. So So what was the whole thing? You saying you guys got paid to be in a house group together?
So the two I would say major points. Siggy, if you want to tell him the exact cultural thing he said, and then the friends. So basically, randomly he stated that we're all culturally different, randomly, and then went into saying that if it wasn't for a bag, we would not be all friends together living in the house.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think? What is this kid's name?
His name is
Omar.
Omar. Why do you think the Kai-Ray relationship got so big and so widespread? Why do you think people fell in love with that relationship?
One, like I said, I was going to ask you how your day was.
Amazing. My day's been great. The last 3 months, every single day of my life has been awesome. I've never had more fun with this FaZe shit. I come every single day. Again, you can check the receipts for yourself. You haven't caught me on a fucking live stream or in a YouTube video in the last 5 years because, surprise, homie, I don't give a fuck. I don't need the cloud shit. I don't need money from this shit.
I do. I
can open my laptop and trade all day and make fucking millions of dollars. I don't give a fuck. I'm here because it's fun, because I'm passionate about it, and because I see fucking... we literally talked about this on the phone yesterday. We just see the future. Like, yeah, bro. The reason why we're all so hyped on this and we're all in on this shit, all of us, because the energy over here, bro, it's the furthest thing from fake. Like,
the thing is, like, I could easily... go to another organization and be like, yo, I want a bag every single month type of thing. But it's like, I'd rather do something that they invest in me the same way I invest in them. It's like they trust me, I trust them, and that's why,
honestly,
that's why I'm here.
Lacey and Ron don't gas it. Like, if this isn't true, correct me if I'm wrong, but honestly, the fucking energy when the cameras are off and we're all not on our phones, just in the living room kicking it, is the absolute best. That's like,
but I quote clip form off camera. I literally
no, but that's what I'm saying. It's the best when nobody's around because it's just all of us feeding off our own shit. We don't have to fucking watch people like you, no disrespect, but people like you discredit it or play it down or fucking say negative shit about it. It's just us and we all believe in each other. We all fuck with each other. So it's like it's actually exactly the opposite, low key, but.
I think the conversation specifically from you about the video without watching the video was interesting. But you asked about the Kai and Ray situation, why they work so well together. I want to make sure that
I see. So the conversation started veering off to culturally different, which I don't even know what the fuck that means. How it wouldn't work because they're culturally different. I can't wait to get into all that, by the way. But I then rebutted and asked you, why do you think the Kai and Ray relationship worked so well? Why do you think Kai decided to bring Ray to America and feature him on all his big streams? And now we would all agree here, right, that Ray is a prominent character in Kai's fucking whole shit, right? He's a big character in his content, right? He's important.
So this is what he said.
Correct.
So you do want to play it so he gets the exact thing?
Agreements there. While y'all may have been friends back in the day for real at the inception of FaZe, that's fine and dandy, but here today, these guys are just an amalgamation of content creators coming from different backgrounds being put together in this smorgasbord of a content creation house. Not saying that you're having them push in and punch out or whatever you're doing with the clock, but ultimately it's kind of clear that there are some cultural differences between these people. If it weren't for a bag, they would not be together.
It's insane. Pause it. So there is no bag. Surprise. Like that's... Do you think that there's any world where we're lying about that, trying to save face? Do you think that there is some like
I wish I got
secret bag?
No. If you said there's no bag, there's no bag. Yeah.
Well, the bag is bigger. The bag is more long term, right? Like that's
right now you do.
We're all trying to work
the old way.
Yeah, we're trying to run it. We're trying to run it for a real bag, not some bullshit.
I can understand that, and we got that clarification at the beginning of the stream too. So that's.
You're talking to the boss now. I'm not gonna lie. He's doing more than me, and I could ever say so.
I'm not trying to like sun you.
No, yeah.
Honestly, I'll be real. I didn't see anything about the video. I had no idea. One of the kids upstairs started telling me what was going on, and then they're like, "It's honestly just better if you just go downstairs. Just go downstairs, talk to Ron, talk to this kid." And I was like, "Bet." So I had no idea what the fuck we were even.
And mind you, I don't think that you're here to sun me. I don't think, like we've addressed earlier in these conversations, we've just been having a conversation.
Yeah,
so
facts.
I don't see it as anything like that.
Cool.
To answer the Ray and Kai question, I think it's because it does bring a new, different energy to Kai's stream. But I'm also not saying that it doesn't work. Like you can clearly tell, like I stated in my video, same thing. You can clearly tell that they have cultural differences, right? And I'm saying that about the collective as well. I don't think that that's like a crazy thing to say.
No, it's definitely not a crazy thing to say. Obviously, the way Ron grew up is probably worlds. I mean, Lacey and Silky. Lacey, what have I told you about my favorite dynamic in the whole squad?
No, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't really know Silky before FaZe, but me and him probably grew up completely different lives meeting up, and I'm like very, very close. I'm gonna be honest. When I just got like shit done with my ex, I don't know if obviously you probably don't know about that.
Darling.
So I texted Silky off stream to talk to him about shit. Like me and Silky are like close friends, and that's something I wouldn't have.
But regardless, but to bring it back to their on-stream dynamic, what I've literally said to you, Lacey, my favorite duo in the whole shit is you and Silky. Like anytime you and Silky are alone on stream, especially when you into that fucking, I watched your whole VOD, and your guys' dynamic. It's just something about it works, and it's funny, and I know that your community feels the same way. I know that Silky's community feels the same way. What I'm asking you, though, obviously it's different. There's nothing wrong with it being different, but what you're saying in the context of that clip is obviously alluding to the fact that being different is a problem or a negative thing. Is that fair?
No, yeah, I don't see it that way.
Okay,
and
cool.
Like
I mean, if you want to say that, but in the context of that clip, it's definitely what you were saying.
Let me say this. Like I told them though, if that's the way that it's being interpreted, then I can take that in and be mindful. But I don't see it that way.
Okay, cool.
It's just a clear statement. And then.
But is it fair to say the general tone when it comes to like that? You said it's an amalgamation together for a bag. It's disingenuous. Like you're pointing at it, and you are drawing the assumption, and you are highlighting the fact that you, in your opinion, believe that it's disingenuous, that they would never do this unless there was some sort of financial gains to doing it.
And then like we had the conversation earlier. Once it was dispelled, the bag narrative, the contract narrative, I could take that in. And
cool.
Like I told them earlier, okay, I can be factually wrong. I do want to ask Lacey though, if you say yes, like it's truly not a problem. Without this collective of people, do you think you would have ever met Silky or collabed with Silky?
Isn't that cool though? Isn't that like a cool part? Probably not.
I didn't say it was not a cool thing. I'm just asking him genuinely.
I've known Silky before, and like we've been in like Discord calls and stuff, like just like mutual content. But no, honestly, I don't think me and Silky ever would have like had an actual.
I don't even see the point in that. Let me just cut in. I'm not trying to fucking.
No, he's right, but FaZe brought us together. And
I don't see what.
And that's a cool thing.
Okay, cool. Dope.
You missed, I feel like, a lot. I wish we were here since the beginning. I don't know. It was basically just before you came down. We were just like we're basically done, but it was to the point where it's like I'm still confused on a little
I guess
bit.
since you think that
I'm
that's
just more
cool.
confused about the video, and then he's kind of like telling us that he didn't make the thumbnail, he didn't make the title. He was
He
wrong
denounced
about,
the title. Also, he admitted it was a fib,
Yeah,
and he
he
doesn't believe those statements.
Okay, bet.
So he said he doesn't know Tfue. He pronounced Tfue's name wrong.
So you don't know a whole lot about FaZe, its history, whatever. Back to the fucking would never meet without the FaZe shit. I think that's part of what makes FaZe so special, to be honest. Not to be like corny and cliche about it, but my best friend, I would describe FaZe Apex as being my literal best friend on planet Earth for 2 years during the years of like 2011 to like 2013. Okay. And beyond that, we wound up ending up living together, and he's literally my brother. He's one of the co-founders of this shit. But Apex is a devout Muslim. He grew up in a very religious household, and he fucking loves it. It's like what holds him and his family and his whole life together. It's pretty much the most important thing in his life, which I fucking love him for that, and I respect the fuck out of it. I obviously don't live my life that way necessarily, right? He's in an arranged marriage. I fuck random bitches, right? So I'm fucking 6'5", loud, obnoxious, white, tattoos all over my body from Boston, Massachusetts. He's this little Muslim kid, doesn't swear, keeps things pretty fucking clean on the West Coast. Me and this kid were fucking literally inseparable for 2 years of our life over Xbox. We never even met each other in person. I at the time was probably fucking 19, and this sounds crazy, but he was probably 15 at the time, right? So it's like,
Oh!
What?
it's like, but it's like me and him could have met under any other circumstance, stuck in a room together. It's just like
it worked. Though.
It did work. It worked really fucking well. We found this shit
You're
together.
saying the fact that you met through gaming and through FaZe ultimately and stuff like that is a beautiful thing. Like I said, it's cool.
Cool.
He also,
So what part of this do you not think is gonna work? Like, what do you think is like the issue of what's
Oh, wait, you did say at the end that you said, I don't remember exactly what you said, but you said something about the longevity of it, right?
You said the hype house was the first house? Bro, I have that street sign in my fucking bedroom on my wall. I was in that crib for fucking 2-3 years before those kids ever moved into it.
He also
That
said,
hype house, the exact house they lived in.
He said that we got a lot of I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I forget, but Siggy, also you too, because you watched it over and over, and you watched my VOD. It was like, you said that we kind
AMP laid the blueprint?
Yeah, AMP laid the blueprint for FaZe on streaming right now, with the house being
We're talking about the current iteration, the current things going on.
So I don't think it's fair to say AMP exclusively. Streaming culture in general, veering toward this and kind of making this the focus of what we do in content is a more fair thing to say. The only thing that you could draw from AMP and what we're doing is the group dynamic. And with all due respect, my brother, we were doing this shit when fucking Kai Cenat was in diapers. So, and I think he's killing it. I think he's one of the biggest fucking superstars on earth. Not to glaze him or try to walk it back, but Kai is a fucking 20 out of 10 content creator, and he's doing everything 100 exact. He is somebody who I tell these guys to go look and emulate his work ethic, the shit that he be on. So it ain't about that, but bruh, the FaZe house was objectively the FaZe house. We objectively were the first content house, bro. That was honestly how FaZe kind of came to be real with you. Me and Tommy, FaZe Temper, shout out Tommy. We just so happened to grow up 15 minutes away from each other. We met on Xbox. There was no telling if our real life dynamic would work. We would mesh. We linked up. We were into all the same shit. He wound up being my fucking best friend. We kicked it off. We wound up living together. I doxed myself, and we started making vlogs and little sketches and skits and shit. Mind you, this is in fucking chat. Help me out. I don't even fucking know. I'm retarded. 2013, maybe 2012 type shit. People were fucking going crazy over this because these are two kids that play Xbox all day, and before the content was pretty much exclusively clips and montages and Call of Duty content, and now all of a sudden we're fucking around at the gym and in the grocery store and vlogging it, right? So these kids are using us as a use case to their parents and their friends who are clowning them for playing video games all day. Yo, look at these two fucking kids. They're traveling around America, living the dream. They live together. That's when we kind of realized, oh, we're onto some special shit with this. And that's when me and Tommy were like, we got to get more of us together. And that's when we moved to New York, did the New York house. But there was no blueprint for that, bro. We are the ones who respectfully wrote that shit, to be real. And Sidemen kind of did it in tandem too, right? Like Sidemen and Case, I've been around for a long fucking time. This click shit, been around way longer than fucking AMP has, bro.
No, fair enough. I think
I have a question for Omar. You said you were
the clip
questioning
farming conversation.
We can talk about that after. I'm talking about, you said
Thanks,
the long-term cultural impact of what FaZe is doing right now.
Like
Was
in
that
a negative
most
way?
likely after the clip farming thing?
It was at the very end. It was right at the end, yeah.
I mean, I think it's better than gambling streams. I think it's better than
I
fucking...
think, and let me say, if I definitely said that, that is a misspeak. I'm sure I meant to reference the clip farming thing. That's wrong, because especially the way that this week has gone, I think
Oof, brother. I don't know that in a world where fucking OnlyFans content is so relevant and fucking gambling shit is so in your face relevant. These are two of the biggest leaders as far as markets and bringing in income and revenue across the internet. We can all agree on that, right? OnlyFans and fucking porn and gambling generate the most revenue on the internet, right? Which you need consumers and customers to generate revenues, which means a lot of fucking kids are watching porn and gooning and fucking gambling all day. These kids talking about I don't think that's gonna like be a detriment on fucking on the next generation, to be honest. Kids realistically gonna go crack that at school and fucking be retarded and be cringe and shit and grow out of it at 14, 15. Hopefully these fools evolve with their audience, right? Like that's like it's not.
Clip farming is not. You don't think it's kind of crazy?
I'm just kidding.
See, he laughed.
No, I think, and what I was saying to that question. Well, let me say this first. Like I said, this past week has shown, like, especially the positive impact that
What are you doing?
FaZe has on the ecosystem, and even what we just talked about how they got together as a collective. Like, all that stuff is extremely positive.
What the fuck is wrong with
Saying
you?
about clip farming being this long-lasting thing.
Stop! Sorry.
I think that has detriment, but I understand what you're saying, though, Lacey. Like, when you say they have...
No, stop! What are you doing?
This is his man's keyboard, too. That's insane.
Okay, but like,
I think
Banks was clip farming 10 years ago on YouTube.
You don't think it's...
Pause,
He was getting clips on COD.
Yeah, my boy, my fucking boy. Who said that, Siggy?
Yeah.
That was me, Sigmund.
That's my boy. Hey, before my face was even on the internet, bro, I used to sit and search and destroy Call of Duty lobbies for fucking 10 hours, spinning off buildings, missing shots, missing 1,000 shots in a row, hitting one shot, getting my boys' reactions, clipping, farming that clip all day before my face was ever on the internet, bro. In 2010, FaZe been on this clip farming shit, bro.
We are the clip.
We are the clip. Hey, we are no bullshit. FaZe is the clip, bro.
I'm saying you don't think it's more overt and out there to say like, yo, now this is intentional. Like we're intentionally doing this thing. You don't think that that's the difference?
But it's always been intentional to make content. Like I don't understand. That's what I don't understand.
That's a good point.
Wait, say it again. Start over.
I feel like it's always intentional
to make good content, to make engaging content, right? Like, is anybody turning on their stream to try to not have people watch? That's the whole nature of the business, right?
Like, any joke you say now is...
By the way, let me ask you a question. I think that it'll be like, all right, I see where you're going with this. OG YouTube, a big category on YouTube where people started cracking the fuck off was prank YouTube channels, right? Like BF versus GF and Vitaly ZD and Fusi, that's where Fusi originally originated. Fusi been doing this YouTube shit since fucking 2008, right? And a lot of these fools got kind of canceled or pushed off the platform, and people kind of ran them off their platforms because it got found out that they were faking a lot of their pranks, right? And they weren't telling people that it was fake, so they were propping shit up as being real. But that these kids have these kids not fully embraced the clip farming shit? It's become its own meme at this point, right? The clip, like you're a clip farmer. Right?
I am the clip. That's what they say.
But I acknowledge that, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't think it's necessarily like, I mean, if this fool was fucking big, that was 100% real, bro. Like that really fucking happened, bro. Like that's a little weird and like disingenuous.
I think that would, I can agree though. That would definitely be worse if you were hiding the fact, and especially as overt about it. If you were sitting there, shh, no, we really talked about that. That's a little bit different.
When you say worse, like your opinion, right, is subjective. It's not a fact, right? So when you say worse, what do you mean by that exactly? Do you think that it's harmful in any way, shape, or form? Like objectively harmful to anybody?
If we're talking about, you referenced the OG pranksters who were faking pranks and then people were calling them out and doing stuff like that. I think fake pranking is harmful. I think it can be harmful.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. What do you think a live stream right now looks like without clip farming?
quote unquote clip farming? Nothing, right?
Like, actually, because I don't think you understand that, like, 99%
A Hassan stream. And even Hassan clip farms.
Of course he does. He does. You don't think Hassan at this point is conditioned to know in his brain when something crazy cracks off in his stream? He knows in real
I'm trying to
time
say something boring though.
that shit's gonna get clipped, and that shit's gonna get thrown up on some sort of fucking TikTok or Twitter, and that shit's gonna go crazy. Like, you just once you've been doing this content shit for a long time, you know. Like, I've made videos where I'm trying to get a point across. I'm trying to address shit. I don't give a fuck how it's perceived. I don't care how many views it gets. Right? And I just put it out because I'm trying to speak my shit. But then other times I've made videos where I put them out and I'm specifically trying to get a number of views, and you title shit a certain way, you fucking you thumbnail it a certain way, you fucking you put it together a certain way. I don't understand what the difference is or where that's like why that's harmful, right?
I thought somebody else was speaking. I can hear what you're saying. I get it from this perspective. Ultimately, like I said, even what you're saying about the pranks, you don't think intentionally faking pranks but disguising them as real is harmful in any way? Just for the sake of the clip?
No, why would it be harmful?
Okay.
No, seriously. What's a kid's gonna go fucking watch a fake clip and go fucking to school the next day and do what? Talk about math class and get in trouble? Maybe.
Why did you yoga pant challenge?
No, I think that they'll replicate that and drive a car into a river or fake have a gun in the wrong place.
Bro, if a kid fake have a gun, what the fuck? Stop.
So because we say somebody smells like shit,
we're talking about the concept of clip farming now. We're not talking necessarily about the clips that you farm.
But these are harmful clips. Like, they're not harassing people.
Hold on. The gun shit's crazy. You sound like the fools who are like, video games, you can't let people play video games because they're going to go shoot up their school if they play video games. That's not how fucking the normal average brain works. If some fucking weird little kid sees somebody drive a car into a lake and then drives their mom's car into a lake, that kid's fucking retarded. He's gonna learn that he's retarded one way or another and maybe not to trust his own judgment on shit. That's crazy. The harmful shit. The harmful shit's crazy.
I'm watching. This is what I see on an Aiden stream, and I could be misinterpreting those events too. But this is what I see on an Aiden stream, gang.
What?
You know what I see on?
Oh, he's talking about the dares. He's talking about the dares that Aiden does, where he pays people to do dares.
Well, you guys don't do that.
I don't do that.
I guess Aiden's in FaZe.
I'm not specifically talking about that. We're talking about the concept of clip farming. If we're gonna hone in on you guys as clip farming, that's a different conversation. But if we're
that's what it was. The video was about FaZe.
No, you just asked me about clip farming.
Brother, I think the plot has been lost. I'm gonna be real.
I think so too. Lacey just asked the question about clip farming, so that's why I answered it.
Yeah, but how did you go from?
So what about your comment about how you don't think your age actually wants to be in FaZe?
I don't think that I said that.
Well, you didn't say that. You said in the video that something about like how your age would clearly rather be somewhere else.
Regardless if you said it or not, I'll respond to it because it's just been said, regardless if you said it or not. But who do you think, like, where do you think this direction, this vision for this new shit came from? Him and Rage. They're the only two that are, like, kind of up front and center, a part of these houses. That's the other thing, too. Houses, right? We have a house in Miami. Lacey was never supposed to live in a fucking FaZe house. Ron was never supposed to live in a FaZe house. The original idea for a FaZe house, we were letting Rage kind of run with that. And Rage put together that house on his own with his friends, which are Max, Silky, Kason, right? They're down there. They come up to LA, and everybody all of a sudden in fucking 2-3 days realizes, oh shit, this dynamic actually is genuine. It does work. We all want to be together. So fuck it. Let's dub the fucking Miami house and let's just all live together in fucking LA. That's essentially kind of what happened, right? And now we're
exactly that.
Now we're stuck with two houses. If you think that was planned or mapped out, why are we locked into a fucking year-long lease in Miami I'm trying to get out of?
Thanks.
It's like it kind of dispels any sort of comment that could have ever been made about like some sort of plan or a disingenuous house that's literally going to cost because that it did happen in such a genuine way. This shit's going to cost us mad bread. So it doesn't make sense.
Damn, bro.
That's fine. I know you were addressing it, but I didn't say it.
So besides the clips being harmful, I get it. Kids are gonna watch these kids clip farm, go shoot up their schools the next day. Okay. Besides that, what else is the issue? Is there any other issue that you have? Balin Levine's here. I'm gonna go grab him. Balin's here. You know who that is?
Yeah, he's texting.
Yeah, he's pulling up. He pulled up. Yeah, I'll bring him down here at some point. But I'm gonna go grab him. That's my homie, by the way. I have receipts on that for you, just so you know. There's no bag for him here. He's not getting paid to be here. He texted me actually and said, "Yo, I'm in LA. I want to pull up on you and the boys. What's a good time?" I FaceTimed him. I said, "Pull up, slide right now." There's no contract.
But he's culturally different.
We're not setting up a Zoom meeting. There's no emails back and forth. I'm not talking to his manager. He's not talking to my manager. It's all a buck. So yeah. There's clip farming. These guys might be putting shit in their streams intentionally to clip farm, whatever you call it fake, you call it fraudulent, do whatever you want. But this is the realest shit on the internet right now, if you ask me. And that's a fucking... Should we fake crash? Nah. Keep streaming. Just kidding. I'll bring Balin down here in a minute. But listen, I appreciate your time. With all due respect, this video... title, thumbnails, retarded, but it worked. It's smart, big brain in a way because we're all here right now, but you're just gonna look the same as everybody told me when we fucking first rolled this out. You ruined FaZe, you fucked this up, this shit's FaZe obviously in terms of fucking how much people are talking about it, looking at it, watching it, engaging with it, it's at all-time highs, right? And 2 months ago, I had a lot of people like you tell me, you fucked up, you ruined it, this shit's dead, so... That coupled with the fact that this has never been more fun, just the only thing I can say to people like you is,
if you wasn't invited, don't ask to go.
On that note, Omar, FaZe the fuck up. Throw it up one time, Omar.
Throw it up one time, Omar. Come on.
Come on, Omar.
I don't even know what that is.
Come on. Yes, you did.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody smack.
Stop. I love you, Lacey. Omar, you suck, but I hope you're good.
Thank you.
Aura.
Oh shit, they're already here. Yo, Banks broke my keyboard, I'm not gonna lie. He spit water in my keyboard and now it's not working.
I know you guys have to go back to putting on the show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The intro's getting wrapped up.
Well, any other questions, comments, concerns?
I think we're good. I think we're all good here.
Yeah, that should be it.
Can you Jesus Christ, that's the shit out of me.
I appreciate the time. I appreciate the knowledge more than anything.
Yeah. Lacey,
have a good day, Omar.
Lacey, come downstairs. Meet Bailey.
Same to you. Be safe.
All right, got you, gang. I'll be down.
All right, Ron, I'm gonna be down in a minute.
If you wasn't invited. Yo, Banks broke my keyboard. Hello?
Yo.
Bro, Banks broke my keyboard. Does anybody know what this Logitech wireless keyboard, how to like fix it? It's not typing right now. Does anybody know?
Do we look like Pepsi? Sorry.
This shit doesn't work. But it's plugged in.
He said try Alt F4 and resets the keyboard.
Bro.